Hey guys, Junior here, and basically, I I'm doing this because it's been long overdue, and Dan did a draw my life, and as you guys don't know, I am the worst drawer in the world. I don't know why, it just doesn't run in me. So I'm gonna basically tell you without drawing in ink. I'm gonna tell you in Minecraft form why I'm here, where I've been, and just tell you my life. And I will not give up YouTube because of this. I love you too much for that. You guys are awesome fans, and I just want to keep going with this. But this is my life story, and I'll tell you this right now. But let me just warn you guys, this will be very personal for me. It took me a while to come up with this, and I just hope you understand, and just keep on supporting, and I enjoy making videos for you guys. So, I vaguely remember what happened in my life, but I'll shorten it out in a summary of what my life has been and where it has been today. And this is sort of a draw my life without ink and a thank you video. Thank you, Skytus Minecraft, for helping me with this. Actually helping me come up with this. So thank you. Thank him for that. I thank him for that. So, my life started in St. James Hospital. I was born in December 29th, 1998, and I sort of had a good life before everything started turning like crap for those next years, and I hoped it was such a great first 3 years for me. I had a good mom, a good dad, and my sister. And here's the thing: I had like, excluding my sister that I lived with, Januza, I had about 3 more sisters. I know it's basically crazy, and it's just it hasn't been like the sort of, because my sisters was never there for me, except for Januza. She was a good sister for me. Really enjoy living with her, and she's such a great person. But she's not on YouTube for that. I wish she was, but I'll let that go up. Stay away from me. And so, basically, she's the greatest sister I can ever have. I say that from the bottom of my heart, okay? And she's one of the best sisters. And so, everything was good for a few years, but then when I started going on around the age of 5, things started falling out. And this might get personal, and I can get emotional, but I just hope you guys can understand. Alright, so my mom, she was a good mom for couple of years, but then it happened. It just happened out of nowhere, and I'm deeply sorry for that, but I'm not supposedly sorry for that, but and so she started caring a little less for me and my sister, and she just started going out in clubs and taking care of me and my sister, and she left my dad with all the dirty work, and it was just a bad time for me. And the problem is she never cleaned my ears, and I started getting ear infections. It was one of the scariest moments of my life, just to not have that, it hurt. I was crying because I had an ear infection. It was very scary, and I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. So after that little fiasco, she owed my dad so much money, it's not even funny. And so basically she was never cared about me, and it's just she started less caring, lesser and lesser about us. It was really sad, and it was just really horrible. So now, then she decided to leave us. So, and this is where I got really into this. I got into a really deep depression because I was living out in the streets. I was scared and felt hopeless. And then my mom got divorced and my dad got full custody of us, and me and my sister, and my dad, after like a few months of living out in the streets, my dad came for us, and I was still in that depression, and it was just one hard times for me, and I really hope that she cared more for us, and I'm just glad I got out of that horrible situation. I was still in a really bad depression. My dad tried to help me, but I was too far gone. I was almost too far gone, but I started to get out of it when I got into elementary school, and I met Caesar at kindergarten, and I was happy to meet him. He was one of my greatest friends, and he was the one that got me through my depression, and I had fun times at elementary school. And then then I met Dominic Sheehy. He has a YouTube channel. I'll put his link in the description below because he's one of my bestest friends, and I can't thank him enough for his everlasting friendship. I thank him for that. And so now in elementary school, this is where the bullying started for me. Actually, a little bit. Me and Dan from the Minecart one, we started to like get through a lot of things. We sort of got into a rivalry. We were seeing who was the best and stuff, and it was just one of the biggest rivalries I ever had, and I will never forget it for the rest of my life. And so then I meet a lot of other people. So we get through elementary school, and we get to middle school. And this is the time where I actually got into a fight with someone, but I lost that fight, so don't laugh at me in the comments. I was still learning how to stand up for myself, and it was not a laughing matter when it comes to like bullying and stuff. Bullying is not a laughing matter. And so basically middle school was good for me. It was fun to be there, and I met a lot of good friends in the long run, and it was just a fun time for me. So now we're at like through the years of high school, and in 2013 I decided to make a YouTube channel, and it was just cool, and I had the good junior years. What am I saying? I'm a junior now. I was a sophomore, but I'm glad I am a sophomore, and then I was glad I was a sophomore because I made a lot of good friends, but they were seniors, so sadly I had to say goodbye to them. But it was okay. And so in 2013, during my like last year in middle school, I decided to make a YouTube channel because I was inspired by Sky Does Minecraft. He was one of my favorite YouTubers of all, and still one of the best YouTubers of all time, and I'm glad he made me start up this life that I want to share with you guys. And so now this is where I actually got a YouTube channel, and I thought I laughed and saying no one will notice me, and I was just gonna be a guy rambling stuff on a mic and put it on the internet. But you guys really supported my videos. This is where I took off, and it's a lot of things I cannot believe happened. I reached 30 subscribers. Not the best kind of long-lasting stuff, and it's just one of the best years I ever had. So I'm glad I had this life of my own, and it's just now we're up in 2013 where it took off. My channel took off into the best thing that ever happened to me. From this guy who was shy and don't result to violence, become a good person on the YouTube. And I'm glad I was able to do this and do what I deeply so care about. And I made this a hobby of mine, so it was just one of the best days of my life. And so this is the time where I tell that the rivalry and the bouts that me and Dan had were over since we shared so deeply about YouTube. So he decided to make a YouTube channel and join me in our everlasting goals. And Dan is one of the best persons I can ever work with. He makes me laugh every time when he does a YouTube channel, and it was just great. So this is the point. Around June, I reached 30 subscribers. It was a goal that I can never, ever wish to have, and I have you guys to thank for that, for having your support for me, and I really, really appreciate it. And I really appreciate it. And I really appreciate it. So thank you for that support, and I love you. I love you a lot. So 30 subscribers. I was gonna do a thank you video, but this is a good time since I'm telling you my life. And I have a lot of people to thank for being where I am today. I thank Dan, I thank Caesar, I thank everyone for supporting me and I have the best memories ever. So, and I have Dan to thank a lot for his support and his memories he's given me, and I thank him a lot. Go check out his channel. He's such an amazing friend, and I love him a lot. He's such an awesome person, okay? Not to sound gay or anything, but that's the truth. So the future, who knows what's gonna bring, as I try my best to become a good YouTuber I can be, and it's just the best thing I can ever get. So thank you to Dan, to everyone who supported me in YouTube. Thank you for 30 subscribers. I just thank you all. Hey, who shot me? So thank you. Thank you for all the support you've been giving me. It's been the best ride so far, but let's keep this going. Let's keep this going, guys. Thank you all for it. I will see you guys next time. This is the Baka King, and see you guys next time. Peace out.